Welcome to all the participants. I'm Gopi Krishna hosting the session today on advanced troubleshooting in Tally.ERP 9. So first of all, I welcome you all the participants being here at morning 9:30 and logging into the session. So I welcome you all to the webinar series. Okay. So you might be knowing it. Last month, we have started webinar series trend, which is continuous 2 days webinar. And last month, we have attempted to cover more number of topics, right? And we got some feedback from you people also. Some people said good. Some people have given some feedback on webinar series. So what we did is we have reduced the topics, but we have given more time to the topics. And one more thing we wanted to say, there will be question and answer session also after the session. Okay. So you need not to go back with questions. You can clarify it on webinar. So today I will finish the flow of troubleshooting that is related to data and licensing. Then you can ask questions related to troubleshooting. Yeah, is it fine? Agenda is today we will discuss on how to diagnose a problem. Then we will see licensing operations and data corruption and taking precautions before troubleshooting. Troubleshoot the issue, and prevention is better than the cure. Question and answer session. So this is the whole agenda of the webinar program. So what are we going to do in this session? So this will be one-way audio communication. Let me make it clear to new people if you have logged in. So first of all, it will be one-way audio session. So I'll complete the flow and then we will have a discussion over what we have completed, and if you have any doubts, you can clarify with me. So as it is one-way audio session, you can chat with me online through the chat window and ask questions if any. So if it is relevant to the flow, I will just answer those questions. And then we will complete the flow and then taking the question and answer. Is that okay, everyone? Understood? Okay, so many are saying yes. Yeah. Then, so what is troubleshooting? Troubleshooting is a form of problem solving, often applied to repair failed products or processes. So it is not only a product, any processes, if it is giving problem, then troubleshooting is often applied to repair those. So it is a logical, systematic search for the source of the problem. Very important we understand. So troubleshooting is a logical and systematic search for the source of a problem so that it can be solved. So without identifying the problem, you cannot solve the problem, right? So first we need to diagnose and search what is the problem when we encountered with errors. And so the product and processes can be made operational again. So this is very important. So the definition is says troubleshooting is a form of problem solving often applied to repair failed products or processes, right? And troubleshooting is needed to develop and maintain complex systems where the symptoms of a problem can have many possible causes. So many possible causes is the question here. So you can have n number of causes having that problem. Then, so some tools for troubleshooting. Now, using appropriate tools for troubleshooting is very important. Means which tool to be used for what problem is the question, right? Systematic approach of using tools to save time in troubleshooting the issue. Very important step is this. Systematic approach of using tools to save time in troubleshooting. So we have to go through the systematic approach. So today we are going to discuss on that. Okay. Very important today. how do we solve a problem in a systematic approach? Yes. I know there are people here who are sitting in the session from so many days. You are working on Tally. You're solving the issues of customers, right? But today we see how we are doing it, whether it is been done in a proper way. Yes, if it is done in a proper way, I definitely congratulate you. But if there should be a correction, we will apply the correction after this webinar. Okay, so that is the whole idea. How do we approach systematically and use the tools to troubleshoot the issue? And very important is saving the time. Okay, so this comes handy when you're in customer place. Let us see what happens when we go there. Prior knowledge about the errors. So one thing is sure, you need to have prior knowledge about the errors, what you are getting in Tally, and skill set to solve the problem. So the question comes, what skills I should have to solve the problem? Then higher level the knowledge is and lesser the time to resolve. So this everyone will agree. If I have more knowledge about the problem, so then I will have lesser time to solve it. I will take lesser time to solve it actually. Correct? Now, lower time or lesser time resolution will be appreciated by any businessman, that is for sure. When you go to a business person, his work is stuck. Now, you wanted to solve the problem. If you do it in less possible time, so that will give the businessman and a happy moment, and he will definitely recognize you as a troubleshooter. Okay, so this is very important. We will discuss on these things today. Now, coming to data troubleshooting. So what are the data troubleshooting issues we face and how do we solve it? So first of all, we need to understand the data error. What are the data errors am I going to get? Then diagnosing and finding the cause of data error, right? Diagnosing and finding the cause of the error. Then troubleshooting methods to solve the data. For example, if I get memory access violation or unable to read or access file or data files damaged, whatever the error might be, then how do we solve these issues? So that's what we are going to discuss now. And about license operations also. So understanding errors, then troubleshooting by the use of KB. If you have heard KB, it is knowledge base. Or I do have a document today to share it with you people. So this document talks about all the errors and troubleshooting methods, advanced troubleshooting methods. Now, so this is a PDF document which I am going to share with you. So you can see there are 406 pages. So 16th chapter gives me troubleshooting in Tally.ERP 9. So this will give you more insight into the licensing data and other topics related to the troubleshooting. So this I'm going to share it. And how do you use as a Tally service partner to solve these issues? How do we use this document to solve the troubleshooting issues? So that is what we are going to discuss today. Yeah. Now, so coming back to the presentation. So how a license operation error may come up, like permission or rights related errors, license file corrupted errors, multi-site license errors, or connectivity errors. So there might be n number of causes for the error. Now, how do we solve it? We will take up. Now, let us go by data troubleshooting first. So what I'll do is I will take a Excel sheet and I will have one error and how do we solve it? How systematically it can be solved. Let us discuss about one particular error in data corruption. Now, so what might be the error? Let us say the first error I am getting, memory access violation. So as partners, you may agree with me, you will encounter this error many a time in a customer place. or customers may call you for this particular error, memory access violation. Now, if I take this error, there are two causes for, there are two instances it may come up. One, I am opening Tally, so during that time I am getting error, right? So how do we solve this now? While opening Tally, I am getting error. Let us say customer calls and asks this question. Or while opening any company, I may get the error. The second one is opening company data. So two ways, two instances when you may get this error. Correct? So how do we solve this when we get this error? So that we are going to understand. So first we will take it up. If customer is getting memory access violation while opening Tally, so what is the first checklist I need to follow? So we should be very clear. As I said, systematic approach will save the time. So by doing this, we can solve the issue easily. So let us say, while opening Tally, I am getting error as memory access violation. So the first and foremost thing before doing anything related to data, right, or Tally, so first checklist is taking the backup is very, very important. So no one can ignore this first step, right? So first step is taking the backup. So I'll just save this file also so that we can have it for us. Yeah. So first is taking backup. So you may take the backup as copying the folder. So copying the folder is very important because you are unable to open Tally. Remember this. So what we need to do is we need to go to Tally, right? Open Tally and so go to Tally folder. So this is the data folder which I am having. Any number of data I may have. So copying and pasting is the first thing I need to do when I troubleshoot the problem. After doing any troubleshooting. So data troubleshooting starts with a data backup. Now, after ensuring that I got the data in another location, so then I can start doing the next method for the troubleshooting. So what is the next step when we get memory access violation while opening Tally? So I would suggest first you need to check Tally.ini file. So what do we check in Tally.ini file? What to be corrected? So here we need to correct two things. So one is, let us say, I need to set default companies is equal to no. So this is the first checklist I need to do when I'm getting memory access violation while opening Tally. So go to Tally.ini file. I'll go back to Tally.ERP 9 folder again. So if people are not acquainted with this, so please let us understand this very important. So this is called Tally.ini file where it says configuration settings in a type of file. So it's a text file actually, and there will be one small wheel like this. So I'll just open this. Now, after opening this, you will have a line called default companies to yes. Normally it will be yes. Okay, by default it will be set to yes, and there will be some company which is load is equal to some number will be there. So what does Tally do when I say yes here and open Tally? So Tally will open that particular company which is I have given as load is equal to by default. So now you can see there is a company loaded on Tally when I'm opening Tally directly as Krupa, right? So when I say this Krupa company, you can see it is 10,000. So this is load company by default while opening Tally. So normally this will be yes like this and load will be the number. Now when you encounter with error, you should set it to no and save the file, then open Tally. So now the first troubleshooting check we have done is default companies to yes. So now if you see, it is not opening the company in Tally. So there might be two scenarios may happen by this. After doing default companies to no, Tally may open or it may give again the error. So two things will happen after setting default companies to no. So if it opens, then we understand it is a data corruption. When it opens, after setting default companies to no, if it opens, it is a data corruption for sure, right? But if it not opens, if it gives again error, then it is not the problem of data. So it is a problem of the application opening, right? So here you can set default companies to no, and one more thing also you can set after this. If still it is not opening, then we can go for B, that is in the same file, if any TDLs is been used by the user, so that TDLs will be enabled for it. So TDLs you can set it to no, this option. User TDL you can set it to no and check once. So this also gives the same effect whether the error is because of TDL or it is because of corruption in the data. So here what you can say, user TDL is equal to no. So here also same may happen. It may open or it may give same error. So these are the first beginning steps what we need to do when we encounter error memory access violation while opening Tally. So here it may open or it may again give error. So if it is opens again, it is data corruption. And so data corruption, we need to follow the checklist here, the second instance. While opening the company, you are getting an error. Now, so coming back to this problem now. Even though I have set default companies to no and user TDLs to no, again, Tally is giving me an error called memory access violation. How to solve this problem? So now we have to follow the checklist here one by one. Okay. So the first checklist will be, you have to check the screen resolution. So what is the screen resolution? If you can see Windows screen resolution, now let me go to the Windows resolution here. So this is the screen resolution. In different Windows, it will be in different places like properties, you can go and check. Windows 7 onwards, you will get screen resolution directly. When you click on, right click on desktop and say screen resolution. So here, this resolution we need to check. So what is the minimum required resolution or recommended resolution by Tally is 1024 into 768. So this resolution should be there by minimum to open Tally and work properly. So what is the screen resolution? It is 1024 into 768. So we can set this option and then do the reopen the Tally and check. So by checking screen resolution, it may solve the problem. First one is that. And then we have second one, we can check printer spooler setting. Means some printing we have given and it is been pending in the printing queue. So that spool you can clear it off. Okay. So printer spooler we can check and remove the spooler whatever is there and open Tally and check. So this also we can do. So first one is screen resolution here, and then the second one is the spooler setting. So where you will get the spooler setting, you need to go to printer. So if you have any printer installed on your computer, so right now, so there is no printer on this computer. Okay. So spooler setting you will get it in properties. There you can remove the spooler and check. So this may solve the problem, right? Any printing is there and check. So the second checklist is this. And what about the third one? The third one is if still it is not opening. So it may solve at the beginning. When I say screen resolution, it may solve. Or printer spooler, if I am doing, it may solve. If it is not solving by this, then we have to go for deleting printer drivers. So you may get the question why we need to delete the printer driver. Our customer may say why Tally is not compatible with the printer drivers is the question. Correct? So deleting printer drivers is the last option here in application error. If you get error after this troubleshooting, so deleting printer drivers will solve the problem. So what are the causes of printer driver deletion? Why it should be deleted? Right? So if that is a question, the causes might be, see what happens while opening Tally, it will check all the printers available in the computer. Right? So printer drivers might be local system or it might be a network printer. So it is local system or network printer. So Tally will check for all the printers available. Now if I open Tally here and let us say I'll open on the company. So when I'm going to any printing in Tally, you can see if I select the printer, it will show the printers available in that particular computer. So you may have 5, 1 or 10 or 20 printer drivers, all will be listed in Tally because it checks for the printer while opening the Tally itself. Now, so what are the causes it may give error of memory access violation? So one is printer, you can say printer drivers are corrupted. So the first and foremost cause might be this. Printer drivers corrupted means Tally will give the error. Now, the customer may ask the question, it is working well with other software, why Tally is not helping? Now, for example, if I go to Word document, I can print the Word document from the same printer driver. But in your Tally, it is giving error. So, if that is a question, so we have to tell them, see, Tally will come up with the newer versions always, and it will check for the updated printer drivers. in the system. Okay. So your software, your driver might be helping the other software which is of a older version. So better always to have a upgraded printer driver or updated printer driver. Now, why I need to delete all the printer drivers? Not only the one driver I need to delete. So this might be the question. So here where I'm saying, if you go through the systematic approach, then it is easier. Now, I'll not be able to identify which driver is corrupted and Tally is giving because of that printer driver. Okay. So in that case, I need to delete all the printer drivers, then open Tally and check. Now you have to open Tally after deleting itself. So there are no printer drivers available. Then I am opening Tally and checking. If it opens, so that is the proof that their printer drivers are not compatible with Tally. Then ask them to reinstall the printer drivers. So this is the only thing we have to do it. So if it is solved by this, then Tally will open automatically. Now you can start working on Tally. If it still gives the error, then we have to think about updating Windows, or so before updating Windows, you can reinstall Tally, removing Tally and then reinstalling Tally. So the last option is the Windows update, maybe service pack or any other Windows related update. But this should be done with the help of administrator, so we are not going to do it. So till these four, we are responsible for it. Okay. If it solves by this, then it's okay. Or if it is not solving, we have to go for Windows update. Any service package should be installed. And I suggest before going this, you need to contact our partner support desk. So this is how we need to troubleshoot the memory access violation error while opening Tally itself, and then it is giving error after making default companies to know, user TDLs to know. I hope everybody is getting what I'm saying. So if not, please let me know. Are you there with me, everyone? Are you able to relate what I'm saying? Okay, good. Now, are we following the same systematic approach till now to solve the issues? Are we doing either here and there? So that is very important. You need to now relate it to your work and see what you are doing it, correct? So this is the way it should be troubleshooted. Okay, good. Mukesh says total solutions, correct. So now this is one way of looking at this error, memory access violation, from the point of opening Tally we have done. Now here you said default companies to know, user TDS to know, and then you open Tally and you select any company, then you are getting an error called memory access violation. So how do we solve this problem now? Okay. Very important here. Please give attention. This is where you will get most of the calls from the customer. Do you agree with me? While opening company, I'm getting error. So this is where we will get many questions from the customers, and it is happening for many customers on the field or in the market. So how do we solve this problem? First, we need to understand why our data corruption happens in Tally and how do I correct that. So to understand of how data corrupts, right? Now, let me give some examples of possible data corruption problems. Okay. So I'll put it somewhere here. Possible reasons for data corruption. So what are the possible reasons of data corruption? So it is So first I will say data corruption may happen due to power fluctuation. So when there is power fluctuation or improper shutdown, so let me say power fluctuation and then B, improper shutdown of computer. So these two are related to sudden killing of a Tally application while working on Tally application. Then C, we may have bad sectors in hard disk. So this is also one of the reason. Then D, network disconnection or you can say network disconnection or it is not regular. So there is a problem in the network where it is connecting and disconnecting. So this may happen where Wi-Fi use LAN based or you can say wireless LAN where most often this may happen. So first is due to power fluctuation where power goes automatically and the system is shut down and Tally closed automatically without proper shutting down. So this may happen. Improper shutdown may create problem. But irregular connection we can say will cause a data corruption. Now here I am not mentioning virus. Okay. So many have the notion that due to virus data will be corrupted in Tally. So this is ruled out. Virus will not affect the Tally data. Be sure about this. As we are partners of Tally and we are experts of Tally in the eyes of customer. So we need to be very clear. Virus will not affect the data. But virus may affect Tally application, that is exe file. All viruses are targeted exe files, not the data files. Data files cannot be touched by any virus. Be sure about this, right? So the possible reasons are major are these. So due to power fluctuation, then improper shutdown, then bad sectors or network disconnection. These are the major reasons. You may add one or two here, but not virus or not antivirus for corruption. Antivirus software will not corrupt the data or any firewall will not corrupt the data. So this I will discuss what happens by this when we use this, where it will affect. Okay. These are all not reasons for data corruption, but these are absolutely are the reasons. Are we clear with this? So due to power fluctuation, it may improper shutdown of computer, then bad sector, and then network disconnection or irregular connection in the LAN. Now, how do we solve this? What are the methods we need to follow to solve the problem? Okay. So I have already many times I have seen. So many will go for a rewrite immediately when customer comes with a memory access violation. So the first thing what we do is rewrite the data. Now I'll say, so okay, somebody is saying increase the font. Is this okay now? Okay. Huh. So what are the possible troubleshooting methods I can follow? Now, before this, let us understand the data structure of Tally. Okay. data folder, you all know. So I'll get into data folder. Now you will find so many data folders if customer is having multiple companies. So I will open one of the company. Now there are two types of files in Tally. So what are the two types of files? One is .900 and then .tsf. So what are these files called, right? So first we need to understand data structure. Now this I am just giving you as a hint here so that we will do the required data troubleshooting after understanding these two types of files. So one is data 900, .900. Okay, so let me say x.900 file, then x.tsf file. So these are the two types of files we do have in Tally data folder, no other file. So in 7.2 version it may be different, but 9 onwards, so this is the data structure, right? So before going to rewrite, I'm explaining about the data structure of Tally. So just give the attention, right? So what are these files called? So 900 files are actual data storage files. Actual data is stored in these files, .900 files. And then we have TSF files. So these are all temporary storage files. Okay. So there are two types of files. One is .900 file and then second one is .tsf, that is called temporary storage file. Now, I said actual data stored in this .900 file. Actual data stored in .900 file. So what are the different files we have? We have ADDL CMP.900, then CMP save.900, company.900, link manager.900, manager.900, and transngr.900. So what are these files? Let us understand one by one. First one is company.900. So what is this company.900 file? So when I'm sharing you the document here, so here you have all the related information about this file. Okay. Now you can see. So what are the data files here, and what is the use of it? You can see this over here. So if you see company.900, so here it is written as 500. This is 7.2 before 7.2 version, and it is in Tally more about Tally 9 version. CS Obstac Rajesh Bindal is saying, why .tsf files created in data? Very nice, sir. I'll come back to you when I discuss about TSF. I'm discussing on 900. I'll come back to that. Okay. Now, what is .900 file? Company.900 is having company specific information. Now, what is that? So when I create a company, now this is the company information. So all this information, including statutory information, is stored in this particular company.900 file. Contains company profile along with the statutory information related to the respective company. So that stores company.900. Then we have next file called as CMP save.900. So what is CMP save.900? Is just a backup of 900 file. So here it is company, it is written as company. So this is it is CMP save.900, but here it is a backup of this file. That's all. So it is having a backup automatically. So why this is being done, I will explain it to you when I take one particular error in data. So company.900 and CMP save.900 we understood. Is it understood? So these two files we have understood. Any question on this? Okay. Then we have next file called as very important file called as manager.900. So what is manager.900? So manager.900 is very important file without which data will not sustain. It is a major file which consists of master level information. So what are the masters? Like groups, ledgers, item masters, budget, controls, any item master created, any master created in Tally will have this information stored in manager.900. Okay. So manager.900 is a master file. Then comes transmgr.900. So you can see here, it is called transmgr.900. This will store all the transactions entered in Tally data. Right? So in Tally.ERP 9, Tally 9 onwards, only one file is there for data storage, that is transaction storage. Sachin says, sir, can you mail this file to us? Definitely I am going to share this file. So that is why we are doing advanced troubleshooting. I know the importance of this subject for all the partners who have come here. Okay. So this is one of the important session for all my troubleshooting requirements. Now, I'll come back to TSS files. Give me some time, okay? I want to discuss in detail today so that every participant is clear with what is data corruption, how do we solve it. Yeah? So that is the whole agenda. Now, so we have discussed about trans MGR, means all the transaction. Now, if you go to Tally, you can see there is, first one is master and then transaction. Simple. So whatever you create here, it will go and sit in manager.900. Whatever you do here, it will go to transmgr.900. Simple as that. Okay? Yeah. So then we have link manager 900. Very important is link manager 900. So this is a link between the vouchers, whatever the vouchers we have, if there is a link between vouchers, that will be contained here, like your bill-wise references, against reference, order numbers, batch numbers, tracking numbers. Any tracking is being done, those will be stored in link MGR 900. So here 500 it says, that's a mistake. It's a 900 file. Yeah, are we clear what I'm saying? So all the links are stored here. You might have seen some, after rewriting, all the references have gone of the customer, right? So that is because link manager was corrupted and all the references gone out of data and all will go to on account or like that. So there is a link broken. So link.900, link mgr.900 which stores the information of the linkages, right? Then we have one more ADDL CMP.900. It is used for some other reasons. So not required to do anything with this and it will not be corrupted also. So no need to worry on that. It will be very less actually. It is used for remote access according to me. Okay. Otherwise it is not required. Previously it was not there. Now only in some release it has been included. Yeah. Are we clear with 900 files now? .900 files? Okay, everyone saying yes. I hope it is clear. Now I'm going to further now TSF files. So what are the TSF files we need to understand? What is this T-access, T-execl, T-message and T-state.tsf? So when I'll go back to the document, T-access.tsf is used for controlling access to the database. Yeah. So there was a question, why TSF files are why TSF files are generated in Tally data folder is the question. TSF files are controlling files, sir. It is required in controlling the database. Now, why it is done? So it is like this. These are all mediatory files. So let me come back to the Excel file. So these are all called mediatory files. So this is already been informed. So what is mediatory file? Let me give one simple example. Now, if you want to bring water to your house from, let us say, outside, you have to go to the tap, correct? So where water is coming. So in tap, water is coming, but I need to fill it in bucket or any other storage device and put it in my actual storage place, right? Or my tank or some other place where I want to get the bucket. Now, the TSF will act as this bucket. So what is this? It is holding the data. Let us say I am creating a master. So when I create a master, the information first will be written to tmessage.tsf. And then it will post it to manager.900. Okay, when I create a master, it will first post it to tmessage and then it will post to the actual file which is manager.900. Why it has been done also we will discuss. Now let us say I will create a transaction. Okay. Now again it will post it to tmessage.tsf first and then it will post it to trans mgr.900. Yeah. So this is the way it goes. Means what? The TSF files are the mediatory files which acts as a mediator between the actual data file and the interface of Tally. Now why it has been done is, see, when you are writing, if you write it directly to the actual data files, then if power goes or if something happens, then it will corrupt the actual data files directly when I am writing it, right? But this is called two-stage writing into database. Two-stage in the sense, first I will write it to TSF file, then I will write it to actual data files. So this is the use of TSF. So one file, such file I have given is tmessage.tsf, used for two-stage writing, ensuring consistency and persistence. For this reason, it is being given. And what about other files? One is used for controlling database. Like for example, you have a multi-user. Now you have 5 users. So to control the database for these 5 users, this access.tsf will play a major role. How do I control the users when they access the data? Then we have T-execl used when database is accessed for administrative functions. Administrative functions in the sense rewriting the data or backup the data. So all these called as administrative functions. So then this file is used. Then we have tstate.tsf tracks the state of database and ensures that data is safely returned to the respective file. So this file will act as a controller for writing the information. So information stored in message, if it is master, it will write it to manager. And if it is transaction, it will write it to trans MGR. If it is orders or linkages, it will write it to link MGR 900. So this state is about the state of the database. Track the state of the database. How? Now, are we clear with the database structure? Was it new? Anything new in this? Did you understand thoroughly? Okay. Repeat T-state database. T-state is tracks the state of database and ensure that data is safely returned to respective files. So if it wants to go to 900 file, it will take it to 900. That is manager.900. And if it is trans.mgr, it will take it to trans.mgr.900. Hitesh says, can we get this document for our reference? Yes, definitely I'm going to give you, sir. Don't worry. Whatever I'm showing on the system, you will get it. Is that clear? Okay. Now, so why we understood? Apex says, please explain again the message.tsf. Okay. Apex, are we understood this? This tab, bucket and storage place? So T message is holding the data intermediately. Means in between it will act as a mediatory file. Okay. Now it is like a courier agent. Let us assume courier agent. Now, as a document giver, I will write the document and give it to the courier person. Now, courier person will take and reach it to the destination wherever it is required. Correct? Agree with me? Now, this T message is a courier person. That's what I mean to say. So, in between, he will act as a mediator. He will exchange the information. So, from Tally, I got the data. I will hold it and then I'll pass on to the respective files. So, that in between, I will work as a T message. Now, one more thing I can say. Now, when you go to Tally and say, I want to see the balance sheet. So, when I say see the balance sheet, what does Tally will do? So, from these files, the balance sheet is here. The information is fetch example for T message. Yeah, that's right, sir. Thank you, Raj. Gateway says with the approval of T-state, TSF, it will go to 900. Am I understanding right? Yeah, absolutely correct. So T-state will give the access to which file it should be written. I think many are getting the pulse of data structure now. Yeah. Should I take it for granted now? Data structure has been understood. Many are agreeing with me. Right. Additional CMP file, no need to worry on that, sir. It is not used for data related. It is from remotely connected information. So, no need to worry on that. Other says exactly now. Okay, good. Now, why we understood this first of all, correct now? We were in discussion here. Why opening company data, it is giving error. What are the troubleshooting methods I need to follow? Okay. Now, the first troubleshooting method which I can say is when you open Tally, if there is error, right? The first one I will say you have to see the .tsf files. So what you have to check? So what is the size of TSF file? The first checklist is you need to follow. Manoj Bikaria says, is it possible that this type of MAV errors are not occurs in series B? Yes, we are targeting for that. Already we have given Tally server 9 Manojji, which is of concurrency, where you will not get MAV. Okay. So MAV, why it comes, I will discuss. I will come back to the rewriting procedure. Then you will understand MAV why it is required. Okay. How it is coming right now. So that will be solved in series B. Yes, definitely. According to my knowledge, it should be solved. And it is already solved in Tally Server 9. If you have experienced Tally Server 9, you can appreciate that. Zero errors we can say. Right? Now, for TSF files, first checklist is you go to Tally folder and see what is the size of this CSF file. Okay? All TSF files, you have to check the size. So the first checklist is you need to, if it is less than 5 KB or some 10 KB also we can just try it out. If it is less than 5 KB or 10 KB, delete these CSV files. The first checklist is this for getting error when opening the Tally. Why it should be deleted? Why TSF file should be deleted is the question. So, which I am going to answer now. So, delete these files. So, why it should be deleted? So, let us understand the consequences of it. Now, why TSF files will get the data? Now, let us assume I am creating a transaction, right? So, it writes to where? It will write it to tmessage.tsf. Now, let us assume I have passed the sales invoice and I am writing the information. Now, after writing, while writing the information, my power got disconnected when it is writing 50% of data into tmessage.csf. While I was creating a transaction, it was writing the data and automatically the power went off. Now, this tmessage.tsf is corrupted. So that's why it might be now, while writing, it might be 1 or 2 KB or 4 KB, 5 KB. Then you can delete this file and open Tally. Immediately it will solve the problem without any further checklist you have to do. Are we getting what I am saying? So here, very important stage we are in the webinar now. While creating a transaction, I have written 50% of data into tmessage and it has the power shut down, power went off and the message, the tmessage file is corrupted now. So Tally cannot read this file because only 50% data or 75% data or 25% data, half data is written or some part of the data is written. Sachin, are you able to understand? Now, when creating a transaction, so it writes about all the information and the power went down, then the file is corrupted. So in this case, no need to do anything. You take this CSV message or all the TSF files you can do and delete it. Then open Tally and check. It should work in that case. The first checklist is this, deleting the TSF file. So reason I'm saying, so now I'm creating a transaction file again. So it has written 100% to TSF, but the second stage is there where it was writing to France NGR.900. Now it was writing 50% or any other percentage. Now power shutdown happened. So then also the error may happen. But here trans manager is corrupted. Right? Apex says after power went off, message file need to be deleted or what? Yes, you are correct. But ensure that the file size is not more than 5 KB or 10 KB. That's all. If it is more than that, let us say you have around half an MB or 1 MB data, right? Then no need to delete. You should not delete. Okay? You should not delete the file because the TSF files is holding the data. So when this happens, when have you seen have people seen the TSF files having more 1 MB, 2 MB, then 10 MB, 15 MB data? Have you seen that? Right. So how it will happen? Okay, I will explain it to you. Okay, for rewrite and customer by mistake entered yes to rewrite. Now, when rewriting the data, what Tally does, we need to understand. This is very, very important. Why rewrite is a last option, I will tell you. Rewrite should be used as a last option to solve the data problem. Right? So what are those? When I'm rewriting data, what Tally does, it will pull the data from Manager 900, Trans Manager 900, Link Manager 900, and it will post it to TSF file. So it will post all the data to TSF files and then it will rewrite the data. It is not that it will rewrite these files directly. It will rewrite the data from TSF files. Now what the customer did, he started rewrite and then he realized something is happening. He killed the Tally or he killed the process of Tally. He killed Tally application. Sorry. Now, the data was there in manage this file. It has been transferred here. Now, the TSF file is 10 MB. Now, Tally stopped working. So, now the actual data is sitting in tmethod.tsf. Now, by rewriting, it will go back here. But if you delete it, you will lose the data. Customer will lose the data. So, that is why if TSF file is more than 10 KB or 50 KB or 1 MB or 2 MB, no need to delete. It should not be deleted. Are we clear? What I'm saying is, are you able to understand? Gateway says, okay, you mean to say if it is more than large size, it should be rewritten. Yeah, I'll come back to rewriting. But first step is CSF file, where if it is less than 5 or 10 KB, then delete it and open Tally and check. So it should work. If it is more than 1 MB, no need to delete it. We should not delete it. Okay? I'll come back to Raj. I will discuss about rewrite. But have you understood about TSF file? When it should be deleted? When it should not be deleted. That is the important thing what we need to understand here. Okay? Yeah. So, then if it is opening data, then happily you can start working on Tally because TS message was, or any TSF file was corrupted and it has been removed. Again, Tally will create a fresh file for the data. So, no need to worry on that. Okay. Now, the second checklist what we need to follow when data is corrupted, the second one is I need to restore the backup if it is there. So before rewriting, I'm saying restore the backup. Rewriting should be used as a last method. Okay. Why? I'll tell you. I'll come back to the rewrite procedure. I'll explain it to you in detail. First is restore the backup. If customer is having backup of yesterday, please restore it, which will solve the problem. He might have entered 10, 15, 20 transactions today. So better if it is re-entered, right? But before rewriting, check whether he has a latest backup and restore it. So if by mistake or by unknown reasons, if customer is not having backup, then the third is rewriting the data. So this should be used as a last tool. Okay. So these are the tools first we need to do, and then the third one is rewriting the data. Why rewriting should be done at the end, we will understand. Okay. Now, so when I go for rewriting, what happens? How many types of rewriting are there? And what happens when I rewrite the data? So first one is normal rewrite, what we do by doing Control plus Alt plus R. So normal rewrite we do. So normally we don't know what is rewrite procedure and what it does actually. So the second one is forceful or zero rewrite. So what does normal rewrite will do? Let us say I am opening Tally, right? So I will have any one company. So there is a company. So I'll open here and say Control Alt R. So it says rewrite company. I'll press enter. It will say rewrite yes or no. Yes, I'll say. I can say backup also. And it is rewriting the data. Now what it is doing? What it is doing as a normal rewrite? Can anybody put on their thoughts here? What is normal rewrite and what is forceful rewrite? We as partners should be very, very clear about this. So what is this about? Normal rewrite, what it does? Forceful rewrite, what it does? Can anybody give me some thoughts? Why we are doing this rewriting? Okay, gateway of businesses, no, don't know. Okay. Any other person can say why it is done? Okay, Manish Kapasi says indexing of files. Absolutely. I agree with you, sir. Indexing of files is right, but what is the difference between normal and forceful? This is very, very crucial, very, very important to understand. Because rewriting is a tool for correcting the data, but before using that, we need to know what are the consequences of doing this or what it does actually. Are you getting my concern, what I'm saying? Actually, software team is there. I know you people know because I was there in the ILC. Who's there from Attali? Who's attending? Gateway of businesses. Yes, I desperate to know about difference. Okay, good. Yeah, Jojo. Very good, Jojo. So now, what normal rewrite or any rewrite does? What do you mean by rewrite? Yes, I agree with that. It re-indexes the files. Now, have you understood how data is corrupted? I was writing the data. In half the place, it is being stopped and then the data is corrupted. Correct? So data is been corrupted. It is giving me error because it is unable to read the data. Now, while rewriting, what happens? The normal rewrite, what it does is, it will re-index all the transaction level. Only transaction it will rewrite. From first transaction to last, it will see all the transactions and it will rewrite the data. It will re-index and check whether it is correct or not. If it is correct, it will keep it. If it is not correct, it will delete the data of transaction. Now, if you come to the structure of data, normal rewrite will be restricted to this trans MGR 900. So when I'm rewriting the data, this file is thoroughly rewritten, checked, indexed, and it will do the rewriting. So the possibility is in this normal rewrite, okay? So what it may happen is, it may retain the data transaction if it is correct, or it may delete the data. So it may retain or delete the data, right? So what happens when it rewrites? It may delete the data, as I told you. Very important, we need to understand. Now let us assume customer is having the data from 5 years and you are rewriting the data. Now, it may delete any voucher at any financial year. Okay? The risk here involved is it may delete the data from any place. Because I am having 5 years data, any data might be corrupted and I may delete it. Right? Now, Tanmay says from Tara Solution, is there any track which data is deleted? Very important question. Absolutely correct. Now, when I go to the data file or my Tally.ERP 9 file, when I rewrite the data, it will generate a file called Tally.REW. REW stands for short form of rewrite. Now, I need to open this file. So, I can open it WordPad or Notepad. So, if there is any information deleted, which Tally can fetch the data, will store the information here. Like, it will say 1st April 2013, number 123. It will say amount also if it is possibly it will say amount, and it will give the status like deleted, or it may say retained. How many have you seen this file Tally.REW after rewriting the data? So very important is when you rewrite the data, you need to check this file thoroughly whether it is giving me any information and show it to customer before doing this. Now, before doing rewrite, make it clear to customer that rewriting data may cause the loss of data. So before doing this confirmation with the customer, don't go for rewriting. Are you getting what I'm saying? You need to make it clear to the customer saying that I'm attempting to recover the data. It may delete the data, some of the data. It may, I am saying, it may or may not. Very important. Some cases it will not delete the data. But you should make it clear to the customer saying that it may do this. Because as you understood now, it will reindex the information. If data is not correct, it will delete it. If data is correct, Notepad file will be created if Tally can retrieve some information from the deleted data. But if Tally cannot read any information, even though vouchers are deleted, you will not be able to see this information. Are you getting what I'm saying? Very important. Please be clear here. Now, welfare says sometime when we rewrite the data, all the transaction will delete automatically, so that time what to do. Very important, Raj. That is why backup is very, very crucial. It may delete the entire data possible. CS is software says Rajesh Bindal, ledger name should be required in Tally.REW. No, what I'm saying is, it will give you the voucher number, payment or receipt like that, and then it will store the information. Atawar Rahman says, how many percentage may delete the data? No, whatever corrupt data is there, it will be removed, Rahman, okay? It is not that percentage. If I am unable to read the data structure stored and it is corrupted, I will remove that information from Tally database. That is what rewriting is doing. Okay. Now I'll come back to you. I will complete the entire rewriting, then we will understand this. But rewriting should be done at a very, very cautious mode. That's what I'm just reminding you of that. So before doing rewriting, make the customer clear it may or may not delete the data, and what it does while rewriting, normal rewrite, transactions, it will delete. So any transaction deleted, so you have to re-enter the data. It is must. There is no other way around. So normal rewrite, you have to re-enter the data. It may delete one transaction, it may delete 100 transactions. Are we clear? Okay, good. So many are saying yes. Now, coming back to the forceful rewriting of data. So what is forceful rewriting of data now? So this we have seen normal is transaction based. Now it is master reindexing. Master and transaction both. So what we are doing in forceful rewrite, we are going to the manager.900 file, okay, and we are rewriting the information of manager because the data error is in manager.900. Now, very important to understand here, if manager 900 is corrupted, so what it does, it will reindex all the masters. Now, for example, let us say ABC company ledger is corrupted. Now, while rewriting, if this master is corrupted, it may remove the data relating to this ledger wherever it is. Yeah. Gateway of businesses in forceful also it will delete data without informing. Yes, it is so. Because I am unable to read the data, so I will delete it. Now, are you getting the consequences of forceful rewrite? I'll come back to that number ID, sir. I'll come back to you. So forceful rewriting should be done very, very cautiously. Now, let us say I'm rewriting the data. One of the ledger was there as ABC company in my data. Now, this master itself is corrupted and it will have the entire information of ledger. Let us say relating to this ledger, you had 100 transactions. All 100 transactions and this masters both will not be there in your data when you rewrite forcefully. But it will separate the data, definitely. But you have to re-enter the data regarding this ABC company if it is deleted. So forceful or zero rewrite? Zero rewrite, how it is done, you know, right? So you need to go to start run button and first is you need to give the exe file path. So that is where tally.exe is or so let me show the steps for it. So first is this path where tally exists. So I'll go start and run and paste the first path that is exe path. Okay. And then we have second path that is data folder path where data residing and then one space. Here we type 0, number 0, numeric 0 and say OK. So this is called as zero rewriting or forceful rewriting. Means I am typing 0, for reindexing all the masters. I'll say okay. So it will open Tally. Now you will rewrite the data. So this is called as forceful rewriting. Okay. Gateway of Tally says, is it not necessary to delete TSF file before rewrite? You may or may not delete the TSF file. It is possible. If TSF file is corrupted, you can delete it off. Otherwise, not required. You can go with the rewriting. Yeah. So now it will separate the data. It is possible that you may get all the data. It is possible that you may get all the data. Okay. But it is very, very possible that it may delete some of the information. Gateway of Tally business is deleted data information will go to rewrite file, may or may not, sir. If possibility is there, it will write the data. If not, it cannot write the data. It depends on the instance. We cannot confirm it will write the data. Good. So now we understood normal rewrite and then forceful rewrite. So it will reindex the files of the master. Yeah, manager file can be repaired, sir. It is possible, Hitesh. But through the forceful rewrite only. Now, in forceful rewrite only, we have one more card. When you open with Tally, it will give you the errors like, right? You can say, so you may get error like ledger ABC, corrupt ABC company duplicated in PQR company, right? And it may give some position, size, and it will give you the ID. Let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will occur sometime. Ledger ABC company duplicated in PQR company. In your data, some error is being duplicated. That master is being duplicated. So now, how do we do the rewriting? We will go here and without writing 0, we will write that ID number what we are getting it. So in such cases, Adarsh question, I am appearing the information I am discussing on question of you. So I will write the number here and rewrite the data. So what I am doing here is, in this company, this particular ID is duplicated because of some reason. I am rewriting only this ID. I am repeating, some master is being duplicated and it is giving me that master number in the error, and I am rewriting only that particular ID. And we are writing only that master, not other masters. So here we are safe. Some way we are safe. Because it is writing only to that master and it will remove the duplication, it will centralize the data. Duplication is happening in a very peculiar manner sometimes. In multi-user scenario, client system is not displaying the master which is already created, and if you create it, then it is giving error. But actually speaking, you should not allow to create it first of all, right? But it is happening in some cases that we are unable to find out the reason. Very likely in multi-user only it happens. Where in LAN network. Yeah. So now I have rewritten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again it may give some more error. Let us say after rewritten it may say 98756. So this is also possible. It may repeat the number, it may give the new number. Then again you need to write it with that new number. So until and unless you solve the problem, you have to rewrite the data. So that is the way it should be done. Link way correction detail also will go to rewrite file? No. Link manager details cannot be stored, sir. It is been gone. So are you getting why I'm saying restore the backup first before rewriting? What are the causes or what are the implications we are taking here if you do the rewrite? Okay. So very, very important. Before rewriting, if you have the backup, please go for it. It's very, very risky. That's why control alter information is not written anywhere in the documents of Tally. Have you seen anywhere written about this? No. You will not get it because it is rewriting the data and it may have some implication or consequences to face it. So before doing this, make the customer very, very, very clear, sir, I am attempting to recover the data. This may happen or this may happen. Are you ready to go for it? So there is no other way. Okay? Yeah. So this is major errors in data. How do you solve this problem? Sometimes you may get error like in network conditions, T message unable to read. So during this multi-user scenarios, don't go for rewrite. In client computer, you may get unable to read, unable to access, or whatever it is error. So in that cases, you no need to go for rewrite. Close all tallies in all the computers or restart client computer. Check it in server system whether it is giving error or not. If it is not giving error in server, there is no problem. It is because of antivirus, firewall, block that particular file, it is giving error. Okay? So client systems, no need to rewrite the data. You have to rewrite only in the server system if it is corrupted. In server system also, same checklist will be followed. Gateway says auto backup is better solution, but size is the matter. Yes, I will agree to you. Auto backup is really good option to go for. Okay. So I hope everybody got this now. Manish saying some question. I will take up the question, sir. We are going off the track. I will come back to the question. Definitely, I'll take up the question. Now we will discuss on the licensing bit. Not in detail. I will discuss in a bit. Now, licensing operation. This document will explain it to you what should be done when you get the licensing error. So you can see some of the errors here. So now this file contains the error numbers. The licensing error code for Tally.ERP 9. What is the error code? Why is the error message? What is the error message coming? What are the possible reasons and the solution is been given in this document. Okay. Now I will suggest you to go for this for the solving of licensing issues. Right. Now let us say I want to search for 6235 error. I can search for the 6235 error. This document will give you why this error is coming. License is already activated. Please surrender and try it again. The license is in active mode. You are trying to activate a license which has already been activated. Now, use the surrender option and then try reactivate the license. Okay. I will take up the license operations. I'll take all the questions. Give me some time now. Okay. Half an hour is given to questions. Don't worry on that. Okay. Now, so coming back to this licensing. Any error you face it on the field, now go for this file or KB. KB also will give you the information, but this is a ready reference for you. Now, wherever there is a reason given and a solution given, then you can follow that. But if it says, please contact Tally Solutions, internal error, it can be solved only by Tally. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you have a error information saying that this is the error, this is the reason, and this is the solution, then you can follow that particular solution and solve this issue. But wherever there is information shown, please contact Tally Solutions for assistance. You cannot solve the issue on your own. This error needs to be brought into Tally's notice, and Tally only can solve the problem. So there is a big list of error codes here where you can go through. Can you see that now? So these are all the error codes which may come. Okay. Are you able to listen to me now? Okay. Yeah. So this error codes, you can search it and solve the problem on your own, or you have to get back to Tally. Am I clear with the licensing? This document will give you more insight into the errors. You can see these errors now. Troubleshooting in Tally. So if this is the error, what should be done? You can see some solution. Then how it should be done? All this you will be able to solve it on your own by seeing this document. So this document specifically created for our Tally service partners who can use it for the troubleshooting information. So in this webinar, it is very difficult to explain all the errors to you. Okay. So I can assist you how do you solve these problems on your own. Sandeep Joshi says, how can we get this document? I will send you a mail uploading in FTP site, sir. Along with the recorded webinar, I will send the document to you so that you can download it. Okay. Now, so errors, licensing errors, you can use by this and solve it on your own. So I'm really hopeful of that. It is possible to solve. Many errors can be solved by this. Gateway of business is any easy way to remember the code and the solution? No, sir. It is very difficult to remember the code. Okay. And you will not be able to solve it. And if it is any new errors, no, that may not be there in this document, which should be noted to Tally. Sometimes you may come up with a new error. So that may not be there in this. So Step Tech is asking 62 error code. It is not getting. Yeah, it is not there. You have to get back to Tally if it is a new error. Yes. All these 82 and 62 are newly generated errors. Okay. So possibility is there when we give Tally to customer, then it may have that implication of new errors. Okay. Yeah. Now, getting into some questions. So now, are we clear about the data troubleshooting? Everyone here who is attending the webinar, are we very clear about the data corruption errors? We can follow this systematic way approach to solve the problem, right? Now, yeah. So many are saying yes. So what I would request is, from now onwards, you just follow this and let me know your feedback. Maybe 1 month down the line or 2 months down the line, how it is changed your troubleshooting method or the interaction with the customer, whether it is helpful to you or how it was done. So that is the ultimate agenda of this webinar, so that our partners need to go through the systematic manner and solve it. Get or says it is very useful, 100% beneficial. Yeah, I need to know on the implication, sir. Now you understood the concept, heard the concept by me, but application of this is very important. Agreeing with me? Okay. Well, when you apply this, then what happens? That feedback I want it. Clear? Good. Now, let me take the question and answer session. Okay? Yeah. Questions are pouring in. Let me take further question. What will do for forced to quit by Tally user? Forced to quit forced to quit, right? Forced to quit will come in many scenarios. See, what happens in forced to quit? In single user, you have open Tally, but by mistake it has been killed or not showing in the task panel. But background Tally is running. It is possible. So this is one case. Single user, you open Tally, but it is running in the background, but you are unable to see in Tally application visible. Now then you try to open Tally. Then in that case, you need to restart the computer or kill the process in Task Manager and then start Tally. That should solve the problem. Yeah. Next question. Task Manager, you need to kill Tally process. You may have opened Tally, but here Tally is not showing. But in the background of Windows application, so it is running. So that may happen. Then it will give error. Better is restart Tally. Restart even Windows and then open Tally. So Karan Vahi is Utkarsh is asking one question. What is zero update? Zero for update error. This you should contact partner support only, sir. It might be a data specific error. Zero for update. Please contact partner support. I'm not sure about this error. Karan Vahi, we have opened Tally which does not contain in capital account. And the same Tally I have opened another company. Then I check trial balance. In that balance I have capital account. Is it been overwritten with the same name? Stock transfer. Why? Karan, I'm not getting your question. I need to know. It might be data specific. If you can give me the data, I will be able to solve it, sir. Otherwise, no. Yeah, Karan, are you getting what I'm saying? Okay. Gateway of business is having one more question. When I delete a company, Tally being hanged, and when then I restart Tally, then company name show. When I enter on that, company name remove, but its folder is available in data folder. Yeah, very, very important. Folder is available in data folder, but company is not listed in Tally. So this possibility is there, right? So how do we solve this? Folder is available in data folder, but company is not listed in Tally. Okay? So this will happen due to some, I'll tell you why it may happen. Now, data folder is there, but here company 900 is below 1 KB or 1 KB or 2 KB. In that case, you need to see this size of the file. Minimum is 4 KB. So for this solution is company.900 minimum should be 4 KB. If it is not 4 KB, Now what you do, delete company.900, copy CMP save.900 and paste it in the same folder. So I will show you how it is done. I will close Tally here because it is open. So here what you can do is this company.900, delete it. Gone. Now CMP save is there. Copy this and paste it in the same folder. Then rename this to company.900. That's all you have to do. Okay, delete it and then rename it to company.900. So this will solve the problem of not listing the company. You try it out this and then let me know. Manish says, what is the best way to run Tally on multi-user environment? Should it be run on client-server topology or should it be run like a terminal server topology? So the question is, in multi-user, should I go for client-server, right, or terminal server? Manish, both are same according to me. We will not recommend anything. If the connectivity in the LAN is good, so then no need to worry on client server. So client server will also run perfectly. Terminal server also has its own advantages and disadvantages. Even client server has its own advantages and disadvantages. But Tally will support both. So no need to worry on which one to follow. Others is asking sometimes error means about CHAR. So no need to worry on CHAR information, sir. You need to worry on the ID. That's all. Utkarsh says how to diagnose the network disturbance. Yeah, that is one more thing. I can go for run, then CMD. So you need to ping your server. Now you need to see the response. Now I can do one more thing like -T. So this will go on pinging the server. Check for some time whether the pinging is going on continuously. If there is any disturbance in the milliseconds or it is taking more, then we have some problem in the network. Okay. So this can be checked. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gateway of business is saying some peculiar problem which is coming in 4.5. If that is the case, you need to get back to Tally, sir. Right? So I may not give the generic solution for that. It may be a specific problem or in application problem. You need to get back to Tally. Now, one more thing I have not given it to you is after zero rewriting also, if Tally is not solving the problem, the data is not solving the problem. The fourth one is you need to get back to Tally. So I just missed this. I wanted to add it. So the last and the final solution place is Tally. We need to solve the problem. You can get back to us. Rajesh Bindal says Tally running very slow on server, mostly on clients. What is solution? See, for this, I cannot give you one solution, sir. It may have multiple options like data size, then LAN connectivity, antivirus, blocking the software. So there are multiple reasons for Tally slow. So data size and many number of users. Obviously, the answer is Tally Server 9. If it is antivirus or some other software blocking the file, then you need to give it an exception. Okay, there are multiple options for slow reason. Okay. Manish Kapasi says, at times while loading some company which has a different currency, INR and other currency, it will throw out of Tally. Yeah. So this is happening sometimes, like currency symbol, if it is different and if you open company and Tally, it may not corrupt the data, but it will throw out the data. So that can be solved by opening Tally again. So there is not much thing. Yeah. Sandeep is asking one question. When display company in client mission, but actual data is not present in server data folder, when open that company in client found MAV error. Yeah, this may happen due to some reason, sir, but if server day itself is not having the data, so then we need to see. Current market says if pin-to-pin connectivity and distance between is 40 kilometer and internet speed is 2 Mbps, in that case, what will be the ping view speed? Now, is it in intranet or internet? Current. Amit Jain says, please share this sheet to us. Yeah. I'll share internet in what I'm showing here. Okay, Rajesh Bindal says, TS9 is not honest solution. I agree with you, sir. I'm not denying. See, we are not forcing customer to go for TS9 also. But the capacity of the ERP9 as a single threaded application is to handle maximum 10 users, right? When 10 users are there, it will handle some time, right? It will handle some requests. But as it is single threaded application, when you grow users, it may have some implication. Multiple users are using read and write options. Hitesh says, can we get some document to check the slowness of Tally? Yeah, I will try to get it for you, Hitesh. And in KB also it is available. I hope so. Right? So let me say, so I'll go for help online. So I have typed flow in network. So there is a taxonomy called performance of Tally.ERP 9. So you can check these things, right? You can see security or some other case studies, why it is being done. So see, sometimes what happens, our FAQs are there, right? So you can go through these things and you can do that and check once. So there are some articles where this may happen. So these are the case studies of some customers. Okay. Yeah. Step 6 says in multi-user environment, data is not listed in client, even if right network path is given. Yeah. So this is also one possible reason. I have given correct network path. Okay, but still the data is not shown. Correct? So this may be a problem of password in the network. Because in network you have given a password access, so that way stop the access of data and user control options in Windows. Means read and write permission of network folder. These two you need to check it. Or user profile is corrupted. So all these three you need to check. Yeah, step check. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Apex team says unable to create company in path and link manager 900. For this error, what will do this for this? So first of all, you need to see that unable to create, whether it is coming in server or client. If it is coming in server, you need to follow the rewrite or whatever the procedure I have given. Okay. If it is client, close all client systems and see that it is not blocking any software is not blocking the files for access. Server system, it is rewrite and the data is corrupted. If it is coming only in client systems, you need to check for the thing. Yeah, Manoj is saying data is on Tally server and we have 3 client PC. Problem is that one work on one PC, client PC, then Tally is be slow. In other 2 client PC, and then we close Tally on the client PC, then Tally is fast on the other 2 clients. How can we solve this issue? This is little bit peculiar problem, sir. So I would suggest go back to the partner support. It is a case study for us. Karan Mahi is saying customer is also using TS line. So still it is slow, sir, recorded to me. 40 kilometers you said something. It is a case study, sir. We need to take that. Manoj says, sir, now my turn. Yeah, tell me, Manoj. Utkarsh says, is it compulsory to give exception in antivirus? Better if you give it Utkarsh. I may not say compulsory, but why we are giving an exception, that we need to understand. Correct? Why antivirus exception we are giving our system? Do you know what is the reason? Can anybody tell me why we need to give the exception for data files? Why antivirus exception is? See what happens. Real-time protection is there in all the antiviruses. Means all the time antivirus will be running in the backend. Now what it will do? It will always scan the files which are very active in system. So real-time protection will always scan the files which are very active in the system. Now you are using Tally. So when you are using Tally in multi-user or single user, Tally files, that is data files, are really active always. So now what does antivirus do? Antivirus continuously scan this file. So when it is scanned, obviously Tally is going to be slow. Yeah? Are you getting what I'm saying? So if you give antivirus exception, this real-time exception will be relevant and you will be able to access that file as and when required, and it will not scan that file continuously. Did you got the answer? Okay. That's all. But that is why we are giving exception. Antivirus exception we are adding. Utkarsh says, is it needed on client machine to exception? Yes, it is required, sir. Because in network also that file is been accessed and modified by that computer. So I would suggest to do that. See, there is no harm in giving in exception. Utkarsh, do you agree with me? There is no harm in giving an exception. So you can try both. Yeah. Yeah. Others say sometimes data is not being accessed on client's machines, but license is being accessed. Yeah. I am not getting your information. Manu says, can you send the Tally service PDF? Definitely I am sending it, sir. I am assuring fifth time I think so. I am going to give all the documents which I am showing right now. Next 10 minutes for the questions. So next session will start and I will be sending you the feedback. Okay. So feedback you should give it to me. So it is very compulsory. You have to give me the feedback definitely. Okay. So without feedback, so webinar, we don't know whether it is effective or not. So another 10 minutes for the questions. Okay. Current says no, feedback here is okay. I agree. But I need it on the survey link. I will give it. Okay. I am giving you the survey link. Yeah. Okay. Amit, Gateway of Business says my feedback. Okay, Amit says lucky coupon. Okay. I am not getting. Step text is very much helpful. Current says connectivity and distance between is 40 kilometers and internet speed is 2 Mbps. Karan, in this case, I would suggest you are talking about VPN, I think so, virtual private network. So by default, Tally will not support virtual private network officially. Okay, but you need to get back to partner support only, sir. I am unable to give you some solution for here, right? Gateway of businesses, it is very effective and the way of explaining is awesome. Yeah, thank you very much, Gateway of Business. Who is there from Gateway of Business? Next session start by 12:15. Others says very informative and please pass on the document of error. Yeah, I'll do that. Very useful discussion. Rajesh Kukreja. Acha, Rajesh ji. ठीक है. Sandeep Joshi says Windows 8 tablet Tally is running. We have not checked it, sir. You need to check it once. I am not sure about it. Apex says we'll follow that solution. Yeah, thank you. Sia Rajesh Bindal says this session is very helpful for us. Yeah, thank you. One second, I will give you the, don't go away, I will give you the link for the feedback. Here itself I am giving right now and then I will be sending you a mail also. So take 5 minutes and give me the feedback. So you can click on the link which I have given it to you right now. So take 5 minutes and give us the feedback on the survey, on the session. So minimum it will take 5 minutes. You can see that here. Only 7 questions are there. Yeah, are you giving me the feedback? So we have around 45 participants here. So I expect from all of you to fill the survey. Okay. So how was the session? Should we conclude the session now? Was your questions being answered? Expectations being met? Mukesh, yes, you should cover licensing also. Mukesh, licensing troubleshooting is very, very vast one. So why I said you the file is, so you can go through this and solve the issues. So by not understanding each and every error, but whenever the error comes, you can go for it. Covering entire licensing definitely will take some time. So I will take the feedback also and try to cover maximum errors in the sense the frequently given errors we may cover it. Yeah. Amit insists this session is really very helpful as so many practical problems we have seen in this webinar. Yeah, that's right, Amit. So are you giving me the feedback, all of you? Yes or no? So I need a promise from you all people. Huh. So if there are teams, for example, Apex is team we are having, and at Tally also we are having team. So individual people has to give me the feedback. If there are 5 people sitting in your place, give 5 people individually. Okay, it is not that Apex in total will give the feedback. Are you getting what I'm saying? So individual people has to give the feedback. At Tally software, yes, yes. Apex, are you getting what I'm saying? At Tally, how many are there in your team? Welfare Infotech says this session will help for data solving. Okay. Okay. At Tally, there are 5 people attending the session. Yeah, good. Apex, are you there with me? Okay, Apex 8. I need from 8 people also. Not one feedback from you. I want 8 feedback. Step 6 is how can other member can give the feedback? You can access the same link. No, no, no. You can access the same link. Any number of people can give. Any number of people can give the feedback. Check it in another computer. Amit, check in another computer. It will work. Okay. Step 6 is prior to the session I was used to rewrite the data but don't know what is the process behind happening. But now I understand it. Very, very good, sir. Very, very nice to hear that. Yeah. Karan Vahi says, thank you, sir. I have submitted the feedback. Yeah, thank you very much, Karan Vahi ji. Very, very thank you very much. Right? Recorded webinar, definitely you will get it. I will send you a mail to all your mail IDs. Next session, Rajesh, it is starting by 12:15. 12:15 is the time. Karan Vahiji, mail it is not possible because it is bigger file. So I will upload it in the FTP site only. That will be definitely helpful. Okay. I'll upload it in FTP file. Yeah. So thank you so much, all of you, for coming to the session. I hope you understood the advanced troubleshooting methods for data in detail and in depth. So for the participation also was very, very nice. So thank you for that, and hope to see you again in the next webinar. Yeah. So take care of yourself and enjoy the next webinar with our presenter. Yeah, thank you. Chirag Patel says, dear sir. Yeah, Chirag, tell me. Okay, you joined them late. Okay, right. Okay, I'm concluding the session. Soft copy you will get it, Chirag. You will get a recorded download version and the PDF document what you are showing right here. All this you will get it. Okay. I will share that information to you people. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah. You will receive a link to download it on your mail. So thank you so much and bye from me right now and we'll meet again. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye bye.